Hey guys, welcome to the channel if you're new, welcome back if you're a subscriber. Special thanks to all of my patrons. My name's Neil and it is time for this season finale of Lost. We're finally here guys at the end of season 5. It's part 2 of the incident. It's actually been a couple of days since I've seen part 1. A few things have popped up and I haven't been able to react to it until now. So it's kind of weird. I know it probably aired as a two-parter, as one 2-hour block, back in the day. So I'm actually watching it a little differently. But I'm okay with that. We're gearing up to the incident that we've heard about ever since season 2. When we saw the orientation film of the Swan, and now we're finally going to get to see what actually happened. But we can, since we're approaching the end of the series and we know so much lore, we can anticipate a lot of things happening. We can anticipate Dr. Chang losing his arm. We know, at least we can be fairly sure, that all of our Oceanic 815 survivors leave 1977, presumably because of the incident. But I'm also beginning to wonder about this bomb, Jughead. I have a funny feeling that when Daniel said, "I think I can stop the incident with the bomb," we live in a world in Lost where whatever happened, happened. And perhaps the bomb is actually what exacerbates this electromagnetic accident, turns it into the incident, and precipitates everything that we know about the island. Perhaps if we had just left the bomb alone, left it buried, nothing is about to happen. Of course, that's just speculation, but maybe that's what Eloise knew, and that's why she felt she had to send Daniel back, so that he could take that idea and put it in Jack's head and let it happen. But this is also Lost, and who knows how they're going to spin this. We're also dealing with Jacob. For the very first time, we have actually seen Jacob. We actually know he's a real person. We actually know that he actually goes to the real world too. He's had interactions with all of our key Losties over the years, often at important moments in their life. We saw him with young Kate and young Sawyer. We saw him with Saeed when Nadia died. And I suspect we're gonna see more of those Jacob moments in the second half of this episode. It would only make sense that we do. He's certainly becoming a very curious character. We saw him on the beach of the island, at the foot of the statue, back during what's probably the arrival of the Black Rock. We don't know that for certain, but we do see a sailing ship like the Black Rock out to sea at that moment. The statue's still up, so that means the statue's been standing, into the 17 or 1800s. I forget the exact dates of the Black Rock. We know it was a slaver going between the Spice Islands and Africa or something like that. Anyway, and we know it doesn't go well. We know only one person got off the island, the first mate, with his journal that Widmore bought. The statue is got a crocodile head. It feels Egyptian. That certainly fits with the hieroglyphs we've seen in the tunnels, at the temple. So what is this place? And anyway, now's not the time for me to ramble. We can ramble afterwards if we're so inclined. So let's jump into it, guys. This is part 2, episode 17 of season 5, The Incident, part 2.
Previously on Lost.
Oh, and Saeed's shot. That's right.
Why the hell are we stopping?
That's why.
Yeah.
But you're gonna listen. You owe me that much, Jack.
Yep. Do it, Jack. Listen. Are they gonna go have a little private convo? Oh. Is this the story?
You all right?
Yeah.
Give me some suction.
The noodles story.
Look at me.
Count to 5.
Count to 5. And then fix her, Jack.
Yeah. That's the story.
Or I'll have to fix her for you.
Right from the pilot. Jack's a fixer. Always has been. Man, my opinions of Christian have evolved. I'm still not sure what they are, but man, have they evolved. Apollo bars!
You embarrassed me.
Did I?
I know you don't believe in me, but I need them to.
Are you sure I'm the one who doesn't believe in you, Jack?
One of these yours?
Guess who it is?
I guess I just needed a little push.
What is up with Jacob? He knew about all of them
Take a load off, Doc.
years ago.
Folks died when I was 8 years old. Ever tell you that? That was a year ago.
What?
Right now,
76.
it's July 1977. So I could have hopped on a sub. Stopped my daddy from killing anybody.
Why didn't you?
It happened.
What's done is done. Time around, you're willing to blow up a damn nuke just for a second chance.
That's not what this is about.
The man does what he does because he wants something for himself.
So what do you want, Jack?
What do you want, Jack?
No, it's too late for that.
He'd rather never know her.
You and Kate will be strangers. And she'll be in damn handcuffs.
It's meant to be. It's meant to be.
Who the hell you think you are?
We have never seen these two fight. But it's been 5 years in the making.
You don't get it?
Will you stop?
No.
Let him go.
He won't stop!
That's because he's right.
Really?
What?
I changed my mind.
Why? But... Oh, I'm so confused. Juliet wants to leave the island, then she's the one that decides they have to leave the sub. Then she's the one, they've got to stop Jack. Now she's decided she's changed her mind.
Just because two people love each other doesn't always mean they're supposed to be together.
What if you are supposed to be together?
So this is young
Linda.
Juliet?
Honey,
But how can you know for sure?
I got a right to know why you changed your mind.
I changed my mind when I saw you look at her. Just because we love each other, it doesn't mean that we're meant to be together. And maybe we were never supposed to be together.
Why are you doing this, Juliet?
Why is she... She doesn't believe in herself.
If I never meet you, then I never have to lose you.
Preemptive. But... I don't buy it.
Get some men and some guns and get your asses out here right now. They're coming here, we're gonna be ready for them.
Rudzinski and Phil, man.
Do you remember when I sewed you up when we first got here?
Seems like a million years ago.
Or 30 years from now?
27, actually.
Nothing in my life has ever felt so right.
They hit the pocket.
It's about to happen.
Frickin' Rudzinski, man. He's so frustrating. He's just so... No redeeming qualities. An angry, manic man. Is he getting admitted or getting let out? Let out.
You understand this is a big mistake. I killed a bunch of people.
Oh, he's being let out? Okay, this is just before the flight.
This is a discharge form. You've been cleared.
They're men with tranquilizer guns, hunting me down like an animal. They want to bring me somewhere against my will.
There's a cab stand right out front.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see who was taking me. Actually, I'm only going a few blocks if you want to share. Cool, you sure?
Jacob put him on the plane, and there's the guitar. There's the frickin' guitar.
I was waiting for you, Hugo.
Oh, then you must be dead.
I'm definitely not dead.
I live
What do you
forever.
want from me?
I want to know why you won't go back to the island.
Hugo's heard
I'm
about
Kurt.
Jacob.
Does that sound? What if you were blessed? You get to talk to the people you've lost? You're just gonna have to take my word on this?
You're not crazy.
You are not crazy.
You didn't even say my name's.
Wait! You forgot your guitar. It's not my guitar.
Oh.
You must get the bomb as close as you can to the source of electromagnetism. Saeed, this is gonna work. And it'll save you.
Or it's.
Save me.
Oh. Don't say that, Saeed. Why am I not? I wasn't worried at all about Saeed until he just said that. Oh, the way he's like double strapping that backpack makes me feel he's not taking it off. Is he gonna kamikaze this? Is this a suicide run? I mean, he's carrying a hydrogen bomb to a source of inexplicable power.
See you in Los Angeles.
Oh. Those commercial break cuts are a little jarring. Statue. Yeah. Just the 1 foot now. What lies in the shadow of the statue? Son's seen it before.
That's where he lives.
Alright, alright. I guess we knew that in the flashback with the Black Rock at the start of the last episode. Everything that rises must converge. Flannery O'Connor. I'll have to Wikipedia that one. He knew it was about to happen.
Oh my God.
Is he gonna do enough to save John here? Wake up, John. Yeah, it's a frickin' miracle.
Everything's gonna be all right.
John's met
Sorry
Jacob.
this happened to you.
Oh my god. Jacob's been there at like a formative moment of every one of their lives. What does he know about them all?
Are you sure you need
What
to do
is
this?
he? Is he
If you
God?
waited, Jacob would eventually come to you, John.
I'm tired of waiting.
What happened to the rest of the statue?
I don't know. It was like that when I got here.
Do you expect me to believe that?
Yeah?
Not really.
There can only be one leader on the island at a time, John.
I'm beginning to think you just make these rules up as you go along, Richard. Ben is coming in with me, and if that's a problem, I'm sure Jacob and I can work it out.
Oh boy. Because Ben's got to kill Jacob. Ben's never been in here.
Will you be able to do this, Ben?
Has it occurred to any of you that your buddy's actually going to cause the thing he says he's trying to prevent?
Yeah.
Perhaps that little nuke is the incident. So maybe the best thing to do is nothing?
No one.
I'm glad you all thought this through.
I'm glad Miles gets it.
Live together and die alone.
Live together, die alone. Oh, we're just so many callbacks. It's crazy. All the gauges are far right. It can't be good.
There! Wake him! Get him now!
Oh, here comes backup.
Who's this?
Oh, someone's gonna get it. Someone's gonna get shot.
Jonah, put your guns! Drop the gun! Drop the gun!
Hurry up, do your business.
They all just decide that Miles is wrong, eh? Oh
Hurry
boy.
up, Doc! What are you waiting for? Drop it!
Is it the right thing to do? It can't. Whatever happens was meant to happen. Oh my god, do it! Oh, none of them are going to remember each other after this, is what they're afraid of. But Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Did the bomb not work? Or did it... What's happening? Oh! Shut it down. Did it actually work like Faraday said? Oh, no. Magnetism! It's a thing! Yeah. There's cause. It's happening. This is the incident. That's how he loses... He's gonna lose his arm. Whoa! Let's get in the big metal thing! Bye, Phil. Oh. Oh my god, save her. No, no, no. He got her. Don't let go.
Hold on.
I can't get it off.
I got you. Hold on.
We're gonna lose Juliet.
It's okay.
Don't you leave me. Hold on.
I love you.
No, you don't.
I love you so much.
No! No, no! Juliet!
Wow. Frickin' Juliet, man, really? That's... Oh. Oh, jeez. Oh. They've come here. What's in the case?
Which one of you is Ricardo's?
Ooh, his Latin name. Does that make her another too?
It's Richard, actually.
What lies in the shadow of the statue?
Jacob's home. He's one of us.
I have something you need to see.
I've got... It's almost like a modern-day Knights Templar kind of thing going on. What's in the box? Come on, show us already. Is it Locke's body?
In a coffin.
If this is Locke.
Locke's still dead, so who's Locke? What the hell? He's not Locke. What is... So Locke is dead is dead. Dead is dead. Ben was right. And Locke isn't Locke. So who is it? Is this a test? Is this all a test for Ben? What on earth? Also, why are there hieroglyphics and Greek script on that same thing?
I like it.
There he is.
Well, you found your loophole.
Indeed, I did.
Is this the guy he was talking to
No idea
at the start of the
what I've
episode?
gone through to be here.
It's not John.
Have you met before?
In a manner of speaking.
Benjamin, you have a choice.
Oh, so now, after all this time, you've decided to stop ignoring me. I was told you have to wait. You have to be patient.
Yeah.
What was it that was so wrong with me? What about me?
This is the realest we have ever seen Benjamin Linus. What about them? You just don't matter to him.
Well.
He's killable. Karmic?
Coming.
They're coming. So who is Locke's the other guy that we saw on the beach saying, I'm gonna kill you one day, right? He's just disguised himself as Locke. Oh, Juliet. What a sad death. Oh my god, she's not dead. How is she not dead? How is she not dead? What? Guys? And if she is dead, is alive, like her back, like she must be paralyzed. She must have a broken back. Oh God, what? The bomb. She can still do it. Why didn't it go off? You just hit it with a rock. Is that what it's gonna take?
Come on! Come on, you son of a bitch!
Wow. Holy crap, guys. Wow. Give me a minute. Give me a minute, because I'm processing here. First of all, I love the flash to white at the end for the very first time ever. And of course, what a beautiful way to end the season with the detonation of the hydrogen bomb of Jughead. I can't believe Juliet died, and then I can't believe she survived, and then I can't believe she sacrificed herself setting off the bomb. I'm gonna miss her a lot. What an awesome character. And I feel for Sawyer. I don't know what's going to happen next. Like, okay, because two schools of thought. Whatever happened, happened. So this is exactly what's always happened, and the bomb going off is what was necessary to start the whole cycle of the hatch and the numbers and the plane crash and the freighter, etc. Or something is marginally different this time, and the setting off of the bomb fixes it all, stops it all from happening, like Dan predicted. And we won't know until next season. We won't know until next season. You guys must have hated that back in the day. And then we have this crazy reveal in 2007 that what's in the box is John Locke's body. And so what is John Locke? I've been commenting all, for episodes that this new version of John, the reborn John, is somehow different. Like he's found peace and confidence and everything else. And it turns out it's not him. Because John Locke is dead. Because dead is dead. We were told that early in the season and we ignored it because it came out of Ben's mouth. But dead is dead. And so this changes everything because we thought, okay, if Locke could get resurrected, then that's exactly the same thing that happened to Christian. Now you sort of have to haul back all those theories because dead bodies don't get resurrected on this island. We just thought they might. Oh, this show is so good at messing with your expectations. So we had we started this episode, and by this episode I mean the two-parter, with two men on the beach who seem to be stuck together, coexisting, and one ended up being Jacob, and the other was a mystery. We didn't get his name, we didn't get any further information other than the end of their conversation was something to the effect of, "You can't understand how much I want to kill you." But said in kind of a friendly way. I'm put in mind of Cain and Abel, but in particular of Neil Gaiman's Cain and Abel in The Sandman. Two brothers now living in the dreaming, the first victim and the first murderer, doomed to repeat the cycle over and over and over again. And they are brothers, and they live together, and they love each other, but Cain will always kill Abel, and Abel's always reborn, and Cain will always kill him again. I don't know why that comes to mind, but that's where my mind goes in retrospect when I think about that scene with those two. And Jacob immediately recognized him, not as John Locke, but as this other man. And yet, they appear to... They live for... maybe not forever, but for a very, very long time. We know that they existed when the statue was erect, when the Black Rock sailed in, and yet they appear to be mortal because it appears that Ben was able to stab Jacob, and then John Locke kicked him into the fire, and that may be the end of Jacob. You know, we hardly got to know him, but Jacob might be dead. So who's this other guy? I loved the scene with Ben and Jacob. Ben finally gets to see Jacob after 35 years, and it's the most honest and open he's ever been on the show. It does so much to explain him and his motivations. Like, he wants to... You know, I think early on, you know, I felt like, oh, Ben's somehow special. You know, he saw the ghost of his mother. He's the leader of the others, so clearly there's something there. But the fact is maybe there isn't anything special about him. Maybe, other than, you know, this vision of his mother he had. And let's face it, we all have ghosts. Watch my Mike Flanagan content if you want me to discuss ghosts more. But maybe Ben just wishes he were special. Maybe that's why John Locke drives him so nuts, because John's always just wished he was special too, but when he got to the island, he actually was. I'm fascinated by Jacob in the past, being there at key moments for all our main characters. He got Hurley out of jail. He's the one that gave him the information, what flight to be on. Left him the guitar case for some reason. I get that it's a Charlie thing. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like there's still something more about that guitar case. We've never looked in it. Why would Hugo bring it with him? He wasn't told to bring it. So what would prompt Hurley to bring the guitar case unless he opened it and saw something inside? Anyhow, Jacob was there at key moments for all of our characters. He was there. He stopped, you know, when Kate stole the lunchbox. He put her on a good path. You know, you're never going to steal again. He was there with Sawyer, giving him a pen to help him write his letter. He was there with Jack during his first major surgery, when he learned the count to 5 lesson, the story that we heard about back in the pilot early on, his first monologue of the series. He was there when Locke fell 8 stories and broke his back, and he might have brought Locke back to life. He might have been the cause of that miracle. He was there with Saeed when Nadia died. He may have caused that. So it's weird, like, for some of these moments, it feels like he's shaping history. You know, Nadia died because of him. Locke lived because of him, maybe. But then Hurley got on the plane because of him. But other times, he's more just... Like, what did he do to Jack? He gave Jack a chocolate bar. That's it. Fascinated by that. I hope it's not the last we see of Jacob. I hope we see more. I hope him being stabbed and rolled onto a fire isn't enough to end Jacob's story for us. And who is this other guy that is masquerading as Locke. And has the incident happened because Juliet set off the bomb, or was it prevented because Juliet set off the bomb? We'll find out soon enough. Yeah, man. The season finales are... in the first 3 seasons, it feels like the season finales always led up to a big new reveal. They kind of flipped the world on its head each time we got to a season finale. Something crazy happened that expanded our world and understanding of Lost and opened a whole new set of questions. But the last couple of season finales have a slightly different construction. And I'm not saying they aren't amazing. I'm saying they're different. Don't hear what I'm not saying. Because some of you, when I said this about the season 4 finale, said, oh, you didn't like it or you didn't think it was amazing. No, that's not my point. My point is they're different because they don't open up a new world the same way. What they do is they lead us to something inevitable that we already knew was going to happen. At the end of season 4, we knew the Oceanic Six were going to get back. We didn't know that they were going to get off the island. We've been leading up to it all season. And because of the flash forwards, we knew where we were headed. Because we went back in time for season 5, we knew we were heading towards the incident, and that became quite crystallized halfway through the season, and it became sort of an inevitability that we would get here at the end. So it's not a question of what's going to happen, it's how is it going to happen, what needs to occur so that this thing that we know happens. And I appreciate that. It's almost like there's 2 halves to Lost. In the first 3 seasons, the first half are all about expansion and opening doors and revealing new things to us. And the second half is about conclusions and putting bows on things. And while we continue to open up new worlds, like this season, we opened up the whole time travel can of worms, but we also knew where it was heading because whatever happened. That seems to be one of the immutable laws of the show, except maybe it isn't, because maybe setting off the bomb breaks us from this constant loop. Maybe Dan was right, or maybe it was just Dan's wishful thinking. The more time I've had to think about Daniel Faraday's death, the more I realize it was his love for Charlotte that drove him down this path, because it was his desperate attempt to save Charlotte. He fell in love with Charlotte on the boat, I guess, in the lead up to the mission. They didn't know each other beforehand. She helped him with his memory, all of that. He watched her die as they started flashing through time, and he wanted to prevent that. So he told young Charlotte to be sure to leave and never come back. And yet she came back. And Dan felt, well, maybe I can change this. Maybe I can stop her. Maybe free will is a thing. And so he had a desperate ploy to set off this bomb in 77. But maybe it is just wishful thinking. Maybe whatever happened is immutable and cannot be changed. And I hope that's not the case, even though it makes the most sense logically. If, it just makes the most sense. To my brain, at least. I know time travel is a whole can of worms as far as thought experiments go and everything else. But But whatever happened makes sense to me. Like, it's a closed loop. But what that means is, in that world, there is no free will. That there's no escaping this closed loop. Now, if time travel is not a thing, then free will, there's nothing stopping us as we march through time from making our choices and having free will. But in Lost, with time travel, if it's a closed loop and whatever happened, free will is out the window. It's all about destiny. It's all ordained to happen. All preordained. It's preordained, not ordained. Or ministers are ordained. Why does preordained mean it's meant to be? I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have more to say about this in future episodes. That's the way it tends to go here on Neil Talks. So I'm sure I'll have more thoughts, but I'm going to sit on it for now and just say bravo to the creators, the producers, the entire team on Lost, because this season was stellar from start to finish. There was no extraneous episodes. Everything served a purpose. It was a 13-hour-long movie, and it was great. We did some really interesting things as far as character growth this season, character evolution. They played with our expectations and messed with our heads the way you would expect nothing less from Lost. But they did it with such fun this season. I think this season's been the most fun of any of them so far. And maybe that's just the nature of time travel stories. It just sort of makes it frickin' fun. I don't know how else to put it. Anyway, kudos to the entire team that worked so hard on this season in particular, but on Lost in general. Crews don't get enough acknowledgement, and that's a shame, because there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that goes into any television, never mind something of this quality, and something that lasts the test of time the way this has. I know it's only been 17 years, but you know what I mean. It's lasted. Some shows are forgotten. Lost will never be forgotten. If you guys have been with me for 5 seasons, it would really break my heart if you weren't subscribed. I feel like you should like and subscribe and leave a comment right now saying that you subscribed. For some reason, a big old chunk of you still refuse to do it. I don't know why. And the only reason I'm asking you to is because YouTube operates on algorithms. And the more people who are subscribed, the more people who are presented with the thumbnail of my videos and have the opportunity to see my content. That's all I want to do. I want to give people the opportunity to watch my stuff. Now, whether they choose to watch it or not, totally up to them. Whether they choose to like it, totally up to them. But if you've stuck around for 5 seasons, I'm going to assume you either like what I'm doing or you're hate watching me. That's fine, I get it. But please hit subscribe. It would be great for the channel. It would allow me to continue to do what I do here full time as a one-man army on Neil Talks. I have a blast doing it, but I couldn't do it without all of your support. And if you really want to support the channel, don't forget to check out my Patreon at patreon.com/NeilTalks, where you can get early access to it. Season 6 right now. You can get full-length reactions to every episode of Lost, plus everything else I do on the channel. And you can vote on what projects you'd like to see me react to next. So, by all means, check that out if you're so inclined. And until next season, everybody, take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.